mayonnaise?
What fruit don't have edible
Dude, I
skin?
saw this weird video someone posted on, like, I think it was like their Instagram story or something,
Uh-huh.
about like banana peel bacon.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, they said it was like some alternative.
Sounds like some
to
LA
bacon.
bullshit.
Probably. But it's like you get like the banana peel and you just like cook it like bacon.
Sounds terrible.
LA bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, hi everyone. Video and sound look good. That's good. Having so many issues today in general. Internet was slow. It's hot. I'm tired. Spent all day in a car. But I have my leopard gecko back. He's been staring at me the whole time since we got back.
Oh, I didn't realize you didn't have Jefferson with you.
Yeah, I didn't have him the whole time in Illinois.
That
I've
makes
got him
sense.
back.
Hell yeah.
Is he mad at you?
Yes. It's the longest he's been in a car. Oh, don't do that. I didn't get the chance to do a Sharn Nights recap because I was driving all day. There's no recap for Sharn Nights.
Oh, did you do the thing?
I did the thing, but it is
Oh, it's the
Driftchapel. I did not have the chance to write it over the weekend.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You
We
could
can
have asked
travel.
me. I would have done it for you.
Let's do it.
We're taking.
Oh,
over
let's
Driftchapel.
let's switch our settings. It'll be great.
Yeah, just
We'll all immediately be murdered by cultists.
this time it was a wave of centipedes.
Dude, I didn't realize that y'all were like 7 episodes in.
Yeah,
Did you say a wave?
a
Of
wave.
I don't like that. I got that to look forward to in the VOD.
It was very good. It was a lot of fun. So much fun. Oh man. Because they managed somehow in a D&D campaign to keep their horse and cart, it was they all survived. Barely.
You mean they didn't have to go through like 4 before the DM let them have a mechanical one?
Stop talking about. Austin's not here. Leave him alone.
What were you gonna say, Travis?
You're in Boone right now, right?
No.
Don't give away his location.
He's not
I'm
anymore.
at these precise latitudinal and longitudinal coordinates. If anybody wants to airstrike me,
Or go geocaching.
What?
You've never been
no,
geocaching before?
for all y'all watching, yesterday was my 25th birthday.
Mhm.
So I went to Boone for the weekend to hang out with some people, and now I'm in Davidson spending the night halfway so I can pick up my sister's dog and then take him back because she went to New York for Pride, so he had to find someplace.
That's super
so he
cool.
Came and hang out with the other two.
Rachel, interesting point. Geocaching, but tracking real humans. That's called bounty hunting. Anyway.
I mean, you could also be searching for a kidnapped person, so it could be being a
That's still bounty
hero.
hunting.
Okay, so last episode on Sharn Nights,
Take it away, Travis.
I didn't pay attention.
Wow. Way to out yourself there, my guy.
We finally left or first of all, we talked to one of the Boromar people, the guy that doesn't ever go outside. I forget his name.
Officially a pirate.
What's his name, Carson? I wrote it down, but I left my notes here.
Zeno Boromar.
Zeno?
Is that the
Yeah,
one?
that's actually true. Yeah.
Boromar.
Okay, cool. And we asked him what he knew about Ithranel, and we talked about all the good times we had shared with Ithranel, and Carson made a funny clip happen that I looked at several times and laughed.
Are you talking about the grandma one?
Yeah, and Carson goes, so many.
Wait, what does that have to do with Grandma?
I just thought, well, I said, yeah, she brought my grandma flowers. We have so many good memories
okay.
of Ithranel, and you went looking to the side going, so many. 1,000-yard stare. And then we left. We went to go to a place where we were gonna get ambushed, but we stopped and got lunch first.
So true.
And then we went to the ambush.
Yep, and
You
that's
don't
where
want
we're
to get
at.
ambushed on like an empty stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I love that everybody collectively agrees that Death Knell is just a crappy.
dumb
That's
name.
right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I do remember that. Yep.
Yeah, this isn't your fucking middle school black metal band.
Wow.
Oh god, he shut us down. All right, that was a good recap, gang.
Thanks.
Oh man, let's switch over here. Make sure it all looks. Yes, Austin is not with us today. Not feeling well.
He's ill.
Yeah, you don't have to say it like
In
that.
love.
He's ill.
He's not with us today.
He's not with us any longer.
I saw
He
him
has
earlier today.
Passed away.
I waved at him from across the room while he stood like 20 feet away wearing a mask.
Damn,
It was
how'd you
nice.
come back to life?
Shut up, Travis.
I don't know, Travis. Fucking
What's that?
Travis
What was
joke
that?
killer Clark over here.
Nothing, don't worry about it. So, you guys were about to walk into an ambush, however, you are definitely on your guard, keeping an eye out at the world around you for anything out of the ordinary. You finally, as you're walking down the road, you get the first sign of something is amiss. You notice, at the entrance to an alleyway, a little side street, there is a pile of gold coins, maybe 10 or 15, in a nice, neat little pile at the end of the alleyway. And you look down this alley and you see hanging signs advertising some of the businesses on this alley. Mostly, to one side is this little bodega market, and then to
Captain Spike Ironbeard goes for it immediately because he's looking for me treasure.
Oh my
and
God.
to the left,
They
seems
knew
to
our weakness.
and to the left, it is some club called Ace, where there's a single green door, no bouncer, nothing. And then you notice, though, back beyond, at the back wall of the alley, there's an entire treasure chest brimming with gold falling onto the ground, just sitting, unprotected, unguarded.
Do these look magical?
You're about 30 or so feet from it.
Oh, I will. Let's be careful. Let's back up a little bit, and I will use telekinesis with my 60 feet of mage hand and back up a little bit, and I'll just attempt to knock over the pile of gold.
The hand very
It's invisible.
Oh, it is invisible. The hand passes straight through the gold on the top of the treasure chest.
As I expected.
There's a hologram.
Oh no.
Maybe go for the illusory gold trick.
That's a trick.
Hold on. What? Karvag, what weapon did she have on her? Was it like a sword,
One moment.
warhammer, battle axe?
Big ol' hammer.
Cool.
Um,
I'm gonna cast.
Excellent.
I'm gonna cast locate object on big ol' hammers.
there is definitely a big ol' hammer right behind that illusion of a treasure chest.
Varian, would you like to, or would you like me to?
And Varian, you're quickly able to sort of mind map this alleyway,
Yeah.
and she straight up, sort of just put, a little pile of coins and made an illusion in front of her and is just hiding behind it for cover. Very
May I?
simple.
May I do something I prepared last session?
Yes, you can.
So she how far away is she behind the treasure chest?
Directly
How far is
behind it.
How far away is that from us?
I assume 60 feet.
Cool. So the piece of paper that I told you about last session, I will I will use my telekinesis to take that paper out of my pocket. It's folded up, and I will take it over, pass it through the treasure chest, and just drop it where Varian has probably pointed out that she is. And I will write on the outside, open.
So very easily you're able to do that. I'll have her make a very weak intelligence check. Shout out to the 2 crew.
A
And which rune did you do? Or which glyph?
Oh, the explosive one.
That's what I thought. So you all watch this brimming treasure chest full of gleaming gold erupt in flame. So she needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'll go ahead and roll those d8s of fire damage.
Or Carback.
And, 12,
all that work on stream.
17.
She got a 6.
Oh, yikes, 17. 30 points of fire damage.
Oh, Jesus.
As it explodes, I just take a drag on cigarette. Classic.
So, it explodes. Karvak stands up. She's a gnome, so she barely breaks over the top of the chest. As she reels back from the flames, the windows of the bodega next door explode out. All of the merchandise inside erupts in flames. And Karvak screams out, says, "Help! Damn it!" And from the green door of the club pours her Goonies from earlier. Weapons ready, confused, seeing now. She was already singed from the stomach acid from being in the frog's gullet, and now it's just hair's all gone. It's all ruined. And they all begin charging down to the end of the alley. If I can get all of you to roll initiative for me.
How many of them are there?
There are 4, and then plus Karback.
Try not to kill all of them. Or any of them. Who
But
knows?
they're in fireball range.
Yeah, any of them. Please.
But we need information.
But I mean, you are no fun.
Who's he saying that to?
Oleg, you got to blow up a bunch of people just the other night. I watched you do it. You were giggling like a schoolgirl.
You don't have to see it like this, alright?
Who got higher than a 20? Sounds good. Between 15 and 20.
18.
Okay.
That's a great start.
10 to 15.
And baby 14.
13.
Okay, so all of you got somewhere within there.
Yeah. Was
Um,
it 15, 14, 13?
okay. So Donovan 15?
No, I think Xavier
Wh-
15, right?
No,
What'd you have?
I had 9.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I heard someone else say.
No.
Jacob?
So Donovan had 14?
Yes.
Oleg, what'd you have?
13?
13. And Carson, you said you had 10?
18.
I heard.
They can't all be winners.
And then, Varian had a
Is
10.
it like an alleyway?
Yes, but because of how far you guys have stepped back, you're 30 feet from the mouth of the alleyway and then 30 feet from them. Xavier, you said 9, and that's them all. We'll say Cornelius is still eating lunch. I think that was it. Did I get? I think I got everyone. Awesome. So the first thing to happen is sort of a layer action of sorts. You all have fairly high passive perceptions, but they were not visible. But you do see them whenever they pop out. 30 feet up, back in the alley, are some balconies of the apartments and buildings and businesses up above. And stepping out onto the balcony from whatever apartments and rooms they were in, you see halflings wearing dark clothes, pop out dark hats and face coverings, pop out and take shots from up there on the balconies. If I could get each of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well,
12? Okay.
25.
Nice.
30-20.
Nice.
A mighty spry pirate you are.
Aye.
I guess I'll use Flash of Genius and make that a 16.
Okay. Alan, I assume you got something crazy?
27.
Brad, none of the bullets managed to hit you being that far away. But you hear them pepper off the ground and buildings out in the street. And now that is going to bring us to Killian. They are 60 feet away on the ground, and because of diagonals, I'll say the Bormar, who duck back into whatever buildings they are, the balconies are 90 feet up, in the air on the diagonal.
They're 90 feet.
Yes.
Describe
Balconies made of stone and brick with metal railings.
the- Cool. Are there curtains?
You cannot see. The doors are open.
What are the doors made of?
Curtains.
Seemingly, from here, seemingly wood.
Wood? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna fly up to the balconies
Okay.
and be like, I got this. And so they were all shooting like what?
Guns.
Guns?
Oh, get guns.
Oh, that's loud. Okay.
You're used to it. You have like 4 people who have guns.
Let's
Oh,
see,
yeah, I have a gun.
flying of 60 feet, so I'll get up 60 feet. And I have a hand crossbow. Can I?
Rachel says either the music
Yep,
is
I saw.
loud or the players are quiet.
Can I shoot one of the wooden doors on the balcony so that it like splinters and maybe like does like have splinters explode in the room?
You sure can try.
Cool.
Make an attack roll.
19?
That will definitely hit through this wooden door. Go and roll your damage. No sneak attack.
Ooh. 6 plus 5, 11.
Okay, okay. Yeah, that'll definitely work. You hear a scream from the other side of the door as one of the Boromar thugs hits the balcony.
Yeah.
Falls to the ground. With
Oh, falls to the
falls to
ground?
the ground, splinters of woods like sticking out of their forehead.
Wait, are they okay?
You killed a guy.
Oh.
You compromise
Ooh.
your moral beliefs.
That's
Hey,
so
you said 90 feet?
Yeah.
Um,
That seems like something you have to write paperwork about.
wait, did they die?
You don't know.
Can I use a bonus action?
You have a bonus action, yeah, with cunning action.
Um,
To dash, disengage, or hide.
can I use my dash to catch up to the dude as he's falling, and kind of like lessen his fall, like slow down, like I'll be his parachute a little bit, you know?
I'm gonna
It's not
say
gonna be
there's no way you could react fast enough to fly that quickly before he hits the
Oh,
ground.
man.
And how dead do you want to be? That seems like a
Yeah,
really
he seems like a
creepy.
bad guy.
You've killed a man. Accept it.
We all were there. We all saw it. We're all immensely disappointed in you.
So
Oh,
Alan,
man.
do you want a cunning action dash or no?
Yeah, he do it. Cunning action dash to attempt to save the guy.
Okay, you
Whether
fly
it
over,
works or not.
splinters sticking out of his forehead. You see through the wooden doors. There's another guy standing next to him. And they have set up shop in here. There doesn't seem to be citizens or people here, but this is definitely someone's apartment that they have set up shop in. And glancing across the balcony, across the alleyway, opposite balcony, they're doing the same thing. So you can see that there's about 5 or 6 people in here. Boromar.
Okay.
And
Okay.
the first thing you clock too, because you would have to check and make sure that this guy's dead or alive. But the first thing you clock is that the other Boromar clan people that are inside have much bigger guns than are legally allowed.
Alright.
They're bad people. We can kill them.
And then that will now bring it to Donovan.
So there's about a dozen people in the balconies
Yeah.
altogether. Okay.
Okay. Blah 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 blah. I assumed someone would be before me. I was wrong. And so, what's her name is still in front of us, recovering from that.
Yes.
My attack.
Yes.
How's she looking?
She's looking okay.
Cool. I am going to... And she's about 60 feet away?
Yes.
Cool. I am going to look at her and take a drag cigarette, and then eyes kind of flash and kind of start glowing red, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers at 4th level.
What saving throw?
It is a wisdom saving throw. And that's going to be...
That's a measly 4.
So, yeah, she fails. That's going to be 66, I believe.
Oofta.
Yes, 66. Dice. Ooh. No. 14, 20. 25 points of psychic damage. And she needs to immediately move as far away as she can for me.
She's not that smart, so she probably wouldn't think strategically about her retreat, so she probably just runs to the back end of the alley, to the wall, and just cowers back there.
Good.
Because that's immediate, right? She has to reaction to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
thought. Damn.
And would it be like reasonable to believe that like she is the leader?
Yes, that would be pretty reasonable.
I'll just call around to like the people around us, and I would just say, "Your boss has got the right idea, cowering and begging for mercy. If you all do the same, you might live to see tomorrow."
Make an intimidation check.
That is a dirty 20.
You shout that, and as she is running past them, hammer in hand, she yells over her shoulder and says, "If I die, you don't get paid!" And she did better, and they turn back to face you.
Damn.
Now she is hella far away. So far away. So instead, she does some flourishes over at the back end of the alley and crouches down and is going to take some shots at probably you, Donovan. First is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hit.
Second is a 9.
Does not hit.
Of course. Then a 24 to hit.
Yep, both those hit. And she's like way far away now, right?
90 feet, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
So the first is 13 points of damage. The second is 16 points of damage. As these thick-ass arrows scrape past you. And then that's going to now bring it to Oleg.
Oleg, she's super far away.
After that happens, I'll go, Oleg, use the fireball.
You already see Oleg pumping in the the shell and be like, "Oh yes, thank you for the permission."
Oh, it wasn't permission. It was just like, it was a suggestion.
I'm gonna cast fireball at 3rd level since it's the only one I have. And so they need to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Are you gonna do it on the big thug group?
Yeah, the big thug group.
Big thug group. Okay. There are 2 humans, a dwarf, and a warforged. I'll split up. The humans will do the same, and the dwarf.
Oh no. Is there a way to avoid the dwarf in any way?
No.
Damn it.
None of them have a high dex. The humans got a 12. The dwarf and warforged got a nat 20.
Well, that's cool.
Oh.
They take 32 points of damage or 16 and a half.
Oh man, that poor dwarf. Oh, the one human is scorched, absolutely scorched. The other one's still standing. The dwarf and warforged are still up. The dwarf looks absolutely horrified.
I'll point at him and be like, "Get the fuck out of here."
He looks back up. He has half a beard and mustache. The rest is burnt away.
Brutal.
And I will, as my bonus action, because I didn't say anything. What was the last combat we had?
Beats me, man.
Okay, they're forever away from me.
Fighting Ithranil Adon.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the last thing it says I have. How far away does the flamethrower work? 15-foot cone. Cool. I'm not getting that close. Bonus action. Do I have a bonus action now that I only have a flamethrower? No. Cool. This is the first time I won't have a bonus action. Yeah, my bonus action will just be pointing at the dwarf and telling him to get the fuck out of here.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 7.
Oh man. It's their turn.
Oh, that doesn't sound like he was convinced.
It sounded like he was convinced. Man. Really roasted that one guy. They are gonna...
What are they gonna do, Logan?
I don't know, man. Really roasted them. They're also not that smart. They're gonna run up and try their best. This time, on Oleg for doing the fireball stuff. The first is only a 13 to hit. The second is a 12 to hit, Oleg.
Misses, yeah.
Yep.
Are these ranged?
No, these are melee attacks. I get up in melee.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah, flamethrower range.
Does a 16 hit?
Barely, yeah.
A nat 20 sure does hit.
Uh-huh.
A 19 then does. And a 23 sure does.
They don't have to.
Oh man. So let's see here. 8 and 7, so 15. 8 and 9, 17. And then nat 20 land is 12.
Cool, so that's 44 damage in 1 round. Cool. I'm good.
And Varian. Now it's your turn.
Okay, cool. How? Questions before I make my decision.
Yes.
How wide is the alley?
About 20 feet wide.
Okay, it's pretty wide. And how far up? Okay, I lied. 3 questions. How many halflings are up on the balcony, and how far is it from the balcony to the ground?
Whenever they stepped out and fired at you, you saw maybe 5 or 6 of them, but they've all ducked back behind cover or into, back into the apartment, so you don't have visual on them yet. And then what was the secondary question?
Oh no, you got it all.
Okay.
All right. Let's have fun. Okay, I reach out, speak some words. Green arcane energy begins to coalesce around my right hand, and then tethers of it shoot out and form a copy of it as I cast Bigby's hand.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just gonna hit whoever did the nat 20 on Oleg. Whoever got him real good. I'm just gonna take this hand that has never punched before and just pow.
Hand that has never punched.
Okay, so make a melee spell attack. Okay. Come on, baby. 15.
A 15 will definitely hit. That's
Okay,
gonna be so much
cool.
damage.
Yeah, that's gonna be 4d8 force damage. I rolled 3 1s, so, and a 2. So 5 points of damage. As unused even through an arcane focus as to fisticuffs, I just can't make the fist entirely right and just kind of smack him a little bit.
You do that thing of when you see drunk people fighting on YouTube and they do that weird punch where they do an
Yeah.
overhand
It's more like a cat swatting.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe that. Yeah, the person who did the nat 20 turns and like smacks the hand.
I was thinking
Fuck.
like Varian punched in a weird way. Like if he did a little bit more damage, he would have broken his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fully would have wrist would have.
You had your thumb like tucked underneath, and so you have broken your thumb.
Pinky out for some reason. Like
Amazing.
Cool. That'll be the end of my turn.
Second group of Boromars. On I should count 10. They have a change of plans now. Because of Killian. Killian kind of ruined it. So, we'll
we're about to
do.
get shot by 11 guys.
No.
Logan starts to laugh. No.
So here's what we're gonna do. The 4 of you who are still on the ground level, only 2 of you will be essentially fired at because of this, and it'll be effectively random. So going across the screen, Donovan 1, Varian 2, Spike 3, Captain Beard 3, Killian 4, or no, Oleg 4. So first it's Donovan. The second one is Oleg. Okay. Okay, I rolled a 6 or less on all 4 of those dice, so all of them blast past. Killian might not be so lucky. Killian, they pull out some short, two-handed firearms. Your street knowledge would know these to be, they're produced primarily by the Boromar clan, produced and sold as shotguns. So,
They have sawed-off shotguns.
they absolutely do.
Each and every one.
So Killian, the couple Boromar clan who were in there see you pop up onto the balcony. They panic and will fire off what they can. So natural 17 plus their bonuses, I assume, will hit.
Yeah.
And only a 7 and a 2 on that one. Ooh boy. Does a 16 hit?
My AC is 16.
Then it will. Okay, so only 2 shells actually go in your general direction.
Cool.
So the first is 12 points of damage. The second is 11 points of damage.
Cool. Can I reduce one of them with my?
Yeah, your uncanny dodge. You sure can.
Alright. So we.
So we assume you'll do the 12. So it'll be 6 and 11, so 17. And then now, Captain Ironbeard, as a little recap, Boromar clan up on the balconies taking pot shots, keep ducking back behind cover. But down below, one of the thugs has been roasted absolutely to pieces. And Karvak is run at the far end of the alleyway, taking pot shots herself, and the bodega is on fire.
Do Boromar drink?
Definitely. That's one of their illegal smuggling stuff.
Sweet.
You said she's about 90 feet away.
Yep.
Wonderful. I am going to run 30 feet up, bonus action, far step, get me 60 feet ahead, so that makes it 90. Right up to Karvak. And appearing beside her, I am just going to hold out my gun and say, "It's best ye surrender now, because dead men don't tell tales." And I just point my gun right at her head.
Oh my goodness. Make an intimidation check for me.
Incredible.
He's already carved a skull and crossbones.
This is
Unlike.
magnificent. That's a nat 20.
Let's go!
A nat 20.
So, Captain Ironbeard, Xavier, I'm gonna
Still a
let
name.
I'm gonna let you describe what she does, because essentially, like, she had a bow in her hand, and you just say that, drops it, and then she's at your whim, and just kind of nods.
The first thing you're going to do is call off your men. Half of them are roasted and charred anyways. So, call them off. Then I want you to apologize profusely to my men and my crew. You dare attack us, shoot us, lay this trap for us? Captain Ironbeard and his crew was much smarter than me. Apologize. On your knees.
And seeing that, like, some of the fighting's still going on, she... Stop! Leave him alone! Just get out of here! Collect your payment. And the guys who are ganging up on Oleg turn to each other. Apologize! They look at Oleg. Sorry.
Sorry for?
Just ganging up on you.
It's sorry. It's fine. I'm sorry for catching your people on fire. I would have killed you in like 6 seconds, but I'm happy that I don't have to.
They turn around to the charred corpse back behind them.
He really would have.
Payments on the ground. They look at that little stack of coins that was sitting at the end of the alley. They start bubbling just like, she used our payment at... And they, like, hurry and scoop it up and just make a break for it.
Let her be the platter.
Can we go get where Captain Ironbeard is?
Yes, and Killian, all the Bormar clan with all the guns up there. Sure about that, Karvak? Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. False alarm. Sorry. I owe you. Yeah, we agreed. They look at you, Killian. Sorry about it.
I ruffle my feathers and I puff my chest out.
They go over and grab the guy with the splinter sticking out of his head. They give him like a...
Yeah, I go,
He shakes awake.
You
Oh.
okay?
I thought I was a goner. And he reaches up to, like, rub his forehead and, like, just pushes in on one of the splinters and screams and loses consciousness again. They hoist him up and say, this is going to be fun. And carry him out. And they, like, very well organized. They start putting away all their guns and stuff. They kind of give you a nod.
Alright.
And they all depart. And a couple things. The fire...
It's really weird.
Yeah, it feels really weird. The fire in the bodega rages, and Killian, as the Boromar clan is packing up their stuff, you see one of them walk over and cast a spell on one of the doors in this apartment. And he opens it up, and this human family peeks out. And he says, "We're good, we're done here." And they look horrified, but it seems to be kind of normal. And so they just kind of wait quietly while the Boromar clan leaves.
Does anybody have any kind of
Yeah, I'll approach the family.
Okay. Alright. What do you guys in the street do?
I was gonna see if there's any way, if anybody has any spells for taking out the fire.
Let me see.
If not, I don't know why I'm doing the accent that I'm expecting to do, but if I'm not, can I don't know. I have an idea. A control flame is definitely better if you have that, but I do not.
I don't. Should I summon an unseen servant to go and start stamping on it?
I was thinking, DM, would they be able to? I'm mixing in my accents again. Would I Thunderwave? Can I? If I cast Thunderwave on the flame,
You'll blow the flaming debris further into the star, thus catching more of the merchandise on fire.
or alternatively, oh wait, actually, This is such a waste of a 3rd level spell. Holy shit! Can I cast
Do it.
Wind Wall?
You definitely could, yeah.
I'm gonna cast Wind Wall to like
I
stamp
want
out.
to see the unseen servant. Just
I'm
take,
gonna
like,
first wait for him
2
to stomp out.
hours stomping
Yeah, yeah. I'll summon an
You start
unseen
slowly
servant.
seeing him because the soot like develops on his
No,
body.
that's a real spell. I don't want you to use a spell slot whenever I can just Wind Wall, stomp out the fire.
I like it. I'm gonna go toilet cat really quick. Go ahead and brainstorm what you're gonna talk to Karvak about, and we
I'm
will
so sad. I have no more haste.
we will get there. Rip haste.
Rip haste.
That's amazing.
Fireball and Wind Wall.
So I think we should trick her, because it'd be very easy, and because we know we can record things on our community crystals. I think we should just get her to say something incriminating against Ithranel, and then record that.
We probably don't even have to trick her, right? So we can just ask the question. She's already basically cleaning her pants over there. So
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Sounds good. Yeah, I believe in you.
modify her memory if we want to leave no trace. I say as I turn to look at the charred building.
I mean, we could use suggestion to get her to do something at a certain time. Like, we could figure something out. Like, what do you guys think the best play is to use this to get her to say something incriminating?
We could probably. I don't know. I was thinking about. That's a good idea. Actually, we could record her. We have a couple of recording devices, I'm assuming. So we could first record her saying that Ithranel is, blah blah blah, blee blee blee, doing whatever she's doing. And then we could also have her believe that she is going to, depending on her connection with Ithranel, we could have her believe with erased memory. You said you have, right? We could have her believe that she agreed to record Ithranel doing something, saying something.
Remember, that doesn't work if it's like too much of a
If it-
schism between what they actually believe and what you're trying to get them to believe.
If
Like, remember, I tried to do that with Gav, and he didn't feel shit, so he couldn't
yes,
made to be feel bad. So I don't know. It might be a little bit of a stretch
we could
unless we
have.
come up with a better way to have her believe that she's gonna betray Ithranel.
I don't know if it's betray as much as just she wants to record, maybe the genius plot, right? Not so much that she was betraying her, but more so like, oh yeah, what was that genius plot you had the other day? You know what I'm talking about? Maybe.
Perhaps. Maybe we can just get her to just admit to something right here as well.
Oh yeah. I was saying like it's another plan as well. I definitely think that she'll admit it no matter what. But
Baseline, we need to find out what she knows.
yeah.
Probably
Right,
isn't much,
also-
but is more than we know. Sorry, Captain Ironbeard, what were you saying?
We can also make her believe that we're far more deadlier than Death now. Like, where's the bigger threat?
I don't know. She is named like Death or Nil.
Oh, shaking in my boots, shiver me timbers.
Yeah,
You have the
if
name
she's
Captain
controlling-
Ironbeard. I don't know.
And you have the name Oleg.
Okay.
Ah.
What's it? What are we doing here? What are we pointing out? These are just our names.
All right, let's talk to her.
So, by the time Windwall peters out, the fire is out. Everything inside the bodega is everywhere. It is ruined and all destroyed. And Oleg, you're casting this, concentrating on the spell.
Yes.
So I will let you make a perception check for me.
Me make perception check. That's not good. Well, I get a naturally 20. It's about the same.
So you're able to see, as the wind wall is petering out, make sure that the fire's gone out and everyone's discussing. You glance over, and as the wind wall peters away, you see a charred black skeleton on the ground of the bodega, and the wind wall grazes across the bones, and they all just turn into ash and get whipped up by the wind wall and disappear.
There's no way the fire. It couldn't have burned that hot. So I walk over to it. I see there was. Well, maybe we talk about it in a second. I walk over to it to see what is. If there's anything there. You said it just blew away?
Yep. It literally just burned and turned to ash.
Okay, well, there's body in here. That's weird. Oh, well.
It was about the proximity of where the bodega's counter is.
Huh. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I don't mention it to anybody.
Yeah, do the rest of us notice this?
No.
Okay. Probably for the better.
So you go talk to Karvak, who is down on her knees, complimenting Spike's lovely voice, Captain Ironbeard's lovely voice and demeanor, and just kind of trying to kiss some ass. And then you can ask her whatever.
Carvax. Quite a stunt you just pulled.
It just kind of came to me.
So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna ask you some questions, and you're gonna tell us the truth.
Yeah.
And if you don't, Captain Ironbeard, he's gonna send you to sleep with the fishes. To put it in his terms.
I believe it. Yeah. What you
I
got?
actually don't think you do. Captain Ironbeard, would you care to give a demonstration of what you're capable of?
A pleasure. I just take out my. I'm gonna take out a knife and just stab her straight in the leg.
That's not where I was going. I thought you were gonna shoot the air or something, but all right.
All of you like reel back, like, oh my god.
I look
Not all of us.
surprised. I don't reel back. I just go. Oh.
It's a
I reel back.
17 plus 6.
Yeah, it's fine. You do. You stab her in the leg.
Yeah.
She screams.
Quite what I meant, but okay.
Yes, I was gonna tell you stuff. Oh my. Yeah, just ask your questions.
I fumble around in my coat and hit the recording device thing, just like genuinely a bit shaken.
You're gonna tell us everything you know about Ithranel.
Wait, am I there?
Yes, unless you want to keep talking to the family. They say that's a pretty normal occurrence for Boromar to occupy a home for a time.
Oh man. I don't
Because
wanna
they're keeping the
interrupt,
neighborhood
but I need to
safe.
interrupt. I don't want him to interrupt because I know he'll interrupt, so I'll have him in the family.
I'm gonna record as well.
Carvac says, I mean, Ithranel's real nice, real good to people. Always has some work, always has a job for someone to do. Always knows the right person to talk to.
What kinds of jobs?
I did security. Hiring. She needed an escort, bodyguard, kind of
Part
whatever.
of that security duty is laying ambushes.
That was, well, almost none, really. This is kind of a new thing.
Oh, okay. New thing, huh?
Yeah. And you can see some, like, general confusion on her face.
Why now?
I just got the feeling, the urge. I kind of felt, proud. I'm helped out Ithranel so much, and I recognized you. And I kind of thought maybe she'd appreciate it if I, helped out a little bit.
Why would she appreciate you helping out with us?
I've heard her talking about house killer stuff. I think she knows the guy. Apparently they might be buddies or something, so I kind of thought, house killer tried killing him, maybe if I do it, get in the good graces and finally meet the guy.
Why would you want to meet the house killer?
Shake his hand.
You agree with what he's doing?
Well, yeah. That's why I put the gold trap in here, because I know how much you Dragonmark folks like money, especially Kundarak here. That's his whole house's whole thing. So I figured it would work like a charm.
He works at a bank. Yes, he deals with the money.
So that's why.
Funnily enough, the
Yeah.
Kundraks made their fortune by finding gold in alleys.
That
is true.
Fucking idiots.
We didn't do that.
So, besides, I'm just curious. I want you to elaborate on this prejudice you have for the houses. So, in your opinion, they like money.
Yeah.
The Bormar clan pays off people all the time. You know that takes money, right?
Well, yeah, but they're kind of doing it to help people. Dragonmark kind of
Are
just
they?
sit up in the skyway and, eat great food and drink and all that stuff.
You think that these people appreciate you guys barging in, telling them to leave so you can shoot at people at random?
I mean, I trust them better than most of the Watch and anyone up in the Upper City, pretty much.
You think that justifies murder?
Yeah, kinda.
Wow, that was a really nonchalant answer to that.
Hey, Captain Ironbeard. I think the other leg's missing a knife wound.
Yes.
No. Wait, I think it's fine. Before you decide to stab her, look, the question is really, like, why did Ethan decide that she wanted to run for the whole?
Yeah, council. And to elaborate on that question, how did she get the leader of the Bormar's blessing to take that position? The Bormarn like their power.
They do, but I think the Dask are kind of getting to them, and I don't know, Ithril makes some good points, and I don't know, maybe having Bormar more focus on their home could help out a little bit. And I think
Ithranel has ties to the Dask, right?
no, she doesn't.
Yeah. It's
Since
called
when?
playing both sides.
I think we would know that.
Do you know what Ithranel does with every second of her day?
She doesn't leave her room very often, so I guess not.
You don't have to leave your room to send a message.
That's true. She does use us for that.
He uses you to send messages.
Oh yeah.
To whom?
Whoever. She just has, people in the Boromar clan run her messages around the city.
People in the dash told us the same thing.
Who do you know in the DAS?
I have keen mind. If I would met someone in the desk, I would remember their name.
You haven't.
I surely would have known at least one person in the desk.
I mean, maybe, but Keen Mind's within 30 days.
Okay, but can I roll like an intelligence check to see if I remember?
Yeah, make a
like,
history check.
Excellent. 10 plus. Well, 22.
Is that one of your expertise skills?
Yes.
So
and I'll actually hold on a second. I wanna do something else. I realized I have a thing that I haven't used. I use turn a random page of my red book to gain advantage on a check. On this
Okay.
intelligence-based check. Uh, 30.
You definitely know. You've heard recently about an elven werewolf named Zarin, who has arrived in Sharn recently.
I name drop Zarin.
She clearly doesn't know who that is, but she believes you and says, "Oh, okay, all right."
Listen, yeah, I didn't want to say this, but I used to work for the Boromar, and you guys are getting played.
Prove it. 'Cause I don't recognize you. Oh shit! And she rolls up one of her sleeves and reveals similar tattoos. But of course,
This is the first time I think Spike is the only one that briefly saw. This is the first time you've seen it. Donovan has these it's very ornate kind of like snake tattoos, like of a silver tongued serpent wrapping around his arm, going up to around here on both sides.
And she shows her own, and I think I mentioned before, she's not a full member. She's sort of like a freelancer for the Boromar clan, as just like a fighter and mercenary. And her tattoos would reflect that. She says, I just find that hard to believe that Ithranel could do something like that.
It's the truth. When people want to get in a position of political power, they'll use whoever they gotta use to get it. And plus, if she's
That's
willing to
true.
cap people, help the house killer, cap people, what makes you think that she would treat you any different?
Make a persuasion check.
$27.
I mean, I guess you make a good point. I mean, I still don't believe it. But, I mean, I'm kind of invested now. I kind of want to know. I don't like being tricked like that.
Understandable.
How about this? I'll do you a favor. Kind of pay it forward, whatever the repay it back. No, that's
fine.
Don't hurt yourself.
What are you proposing?
you know, I'm around Boromore a lot. I've had history with Ithranel. I can maybe see if I could figure out something or dredge up some old jobs from my mind hole.
Don't like that you called it that, but okay.
Or I can go try to find something for you now, or go check something somewhere. I have a buddy who is one of her messengers. So he would probably know where she does conduct some of her business from.
I'd like to. I think we would all like to know that,
Yeah,
and I'll make sure we find out the truth for you.
Yeah.
With whom is she close? If you don't know the answer to that, who would?
I can ask around. But she does not hide anything very well at all. When you ask who is she close to, there is a very quick, like, oh, I know, I remember, but then she stones up a little bit.
I pat her leg like right below, like right next to where Captain Ivory stabbed her, and I go, "Come on now." I don't like press into it. I just like it's like a gentle reminder, like remember.
Yeah, still
pain
stings.
exists.
It says, well, eventually after I worked for Ithranel for a while and, you know, was escorting her places and stuff, she did send me on a more long-term job. She had me keep watch out and be security for this friend of hers for a while, like a couple years. Three. 2.
It's okay. What the name?
I never really met her. I kind of did that thing where you sit across in an opposite building. And to be honest, I don't quite remember the district it was in. I could walk you there, though. I have a good muscle memory.
What'd she look like?
Ale.
Pretty
Halfling.
pale, kind of pale. So elven maybe? A little bit darker hair. I always kind of saw her through some of the glass, occasionally leaving.
What districts was this in?
She didn't remember.
Remember
If I like gave her bardic inspiration, would that help her remember?
You sure can try. I will have her
I'll
make a
do
history
that,
check.
and I think that's a. Am I at a D10 now? Let me check.
What's her name again?
Karvak.
Carback.
Yeah, it is a D10 now. He left.
Yay!
Okay, so you're doing bardic inspiration.
To help her remember.
Okay, and you said it was a D10?
Yes.
You got a 21. Let me see here, because I wrote it on one of these many pages of mine. Why do I write so many things, you guys?
Almost like that's what you went to school for. Did you wait? Did you write it creatively?
I did write it kind of creatively.
Damn, look at you using your major. That's crazy.
I know, right?
One of those like big pencils. That's pretty creative.
Those bendy pencils from school.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh my god, where the fuck did I write it?
At one of those erasers.
While you
big
find that, I'm
erasers
gonna
that smell like
toilet
grapes.
cat.
Feel free, because I gotta find this. It's gonna bug me. I don't want to have to make it up again.
I'll be right back as well.
Y'all, it is so hot here. I'm straight dying.
It is definitely hot here as well, yeah.
Are you a turn the AC on as soon as you get hot type of person, or are you just like stick it out to the last minute, keep the
No.
box fan blowing?
Dude, I am AC on all the time kind of guy.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that, dude. I am so uncomfortable when I'm hot. Like I'd rather be cold than anything.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like
Because then that way you can put on like a sweater or something.
exactly.
All my clothes are like cold weather clothes. Like cold weather fashion is better than summer fashion. Changed my mind.
Okay. So, you watch. Poor thing. She racks her brain, desperately searching. And eventually she snaps her finger and says, "Oh, the Mystic Market. It's up in the bazaar. It's like a little, area of magic shops and stuff. It was one of those. I don't remember the name of the store, but the sign had some cat's whiskers on either side of it. The name in the middle.
Did the description of the person she was watching look like anybody we have seen recently?
Not necessarily
And by
recently, no.
By recently, I mean at that gala, which is still within 30 days.
No, you did not see that person.
Does that person sound familiar, like as a prominent figure in town?
I mean, not a whole lot to go on. Besides half elven, fair skin, darker hair, works at a magic shop.
Okay.
Fairly pretty, but nothing substantial to make any kind of deductions.
All right. Anybody else have anything they want to ask before she does these favors? No. Okay.
Not
Well,
specifically from her. I just feel
When do I come back?
Whenever.
now.
Oh, okay.
You just jump in.
Okay. Cool. Oh, I don't want to jump in. I'm gonna be an asshole.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, alright. And oh, do Dark Lanterns get like a stipend?
For what?
No.
Like
You don't.
on the job stuff. Just like a little bit of like money throughout the year or something.
No. I mean, eventually, like, you'll get it paid back, but, you know, it's a long bureaucratic process. You have to fill out some paperwork after you give out any money, but it kind of comes out of your own pocket at first.
Okay. Since the Boromar like used up the family's home basically for this ambush, and it was involved technically in a government matter, could I like tell them like maybe some forms to sign and to send to some office for like crown reimbursement of damages?
They appreciate it, they accept it, they, you know, but you can tell, like, they're just gonna fix it themselves and move on. They're not gonna bog themselves down with paperwork.
Okay. Can I pay at least for the door that I broke?
Yeah, you can just give them a couple gold, like 3 or 4 gold, not much.
Alright, cool. And then, yeah, Killian floats down, or flies down, hovers down. How visible is the stabbed leg?
Probably super visible.
You don't know we did that.
So Killian says, "Did you guys do that?"
No.
Yes.
I just like pressed my finger to my forehead, just like.
I do the exact same thing for a different reason.
And I'd do it again if I had the chance. I look at my inventory, looking at my 3 other daggers for some reason.
Alright, and you guys were recording on the communicrystals?
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys start recording before or after?
We
It was after.
after. What do you mean? We are not dumb.
It was after the stabbing. Yes.
Yes.
I don't know
Okay.
what stabbing you're talking about.
Because the whole point, and I'll speak as Killian, because the whole point was to try and get information, right?
We got it.
Yes, we got the
Under
information.
duress.
No, it's fine. She's fine. Are you under duress?
This could be seen as torture.
I can handle it. No one can torture me. Not even Ironbeard here.
I don't feel like this is. I think
have
you were
to
digging
shut
too
up.
hard into things.
Recording devices.
Yeah. See, what you're doing is you're not really listening to the classic thing that he always says. Say less, Killian.
Yeah, and everything's fine. We're friends now. Isn't that right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'll cast healing word at first level.
The knife just goes like a little bit out of the leg.
It's still in the leg? Oh my god.
I mean 9 points of healing.
That probably pushed the knife out of the leg. There it is.
Wait, was the knife still in the leg?
I assume so.
I mean, you don't when you get stabbed, you don't remove it. It's
Yeah, that's
Captain
even
Spike,
worse.
was it still in the leg?
Yes, just in case I needed to stab deeper.
Alright.
to be fair, I did not tell him to do that. I thought he was just gonna shoot a gun in the air. I didn't think that was gonna happen. I didn't sign off on that.
According to Killian's knowledge, would this be viable evidence, or could it be thrown out because of the stabbed leg? How much does the crown care about that?
I was like, I don't care. Do whatever you want.
Yeah. No, torture is fully legal in Sharn. It's
They may frown a little against it, but it's not like she is sort of an
Also, the killing word
eyewitness.
is in the recording as well.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily that the evidence she gave, well, is evidence for this case. She kind of just gave you some leads more than anything. So it's kind of what you decide to use from her and actually report on.
Yeah, Killian likes these guys.
I feel like
Alright,
you make
so-
this assessment every single session. You kind of judge, like, do I like them? Alright, I guess I do.
Well, it's just, I don't know. Killian's an asshole.
I think Killian's a stickler, and he's
Yeah.
just surrounded by a bunch of, putting it lightly, rule breakers.
What can I say? We're the bad boys of Sharn.
Doesn't mean we're good. So
Anyone ever
So
said that?
Killian says to y'all, don't send this to anybody in the Dark Lanterns. Let's just use this for personal purposes. And Captain, let's refrain from harming individuals that we are questioning in the future. Please.
To make any promises to you. Honestly. I was 2 seconds away from shooting her in the head. Who knows? Anything could have happened.
Look, if this makes you feel any better, I stopped him from stabbing again. I used self-restraint. I also did not shoot her in the knee. This
Travis,
is
that has the same energy as like the kids in my class that are like, I thought about hitting her again, but then I didn't because I knew you would be mad at me. And it's just like, you still did it the first time. You watched someone else do it.
I didn't have the reaction speed to stop him the first time. And also, I wasn't too terribly mad that he did it the first time.
You know how like when people get like overstressed, they'll start like their hairlines will go back a bit?
are his feathers falling out?
Yeah. A single feather just slowly, gradually, elegantly falls to the floor.
Eric Kokra pattern baldness.
Yeah.
Classic.
Poor guy.
Oh my god, he's starting to look like a fucking vulture with like this fleshy.
Yeah. Just a pale face.
So, Varian, you're the first to notice, but all of you quickly, Varian, you see, Karvak like wave to get your attention. But it's all timed just kind of wrong because by the time you look up, she's going psst over to you that everyone hears. And then she kind of like looks up awkwardly, and then looks up at Captain Ironbeard and she says, "Can I go? I'm free to."
Yeah, we need you to figure out where the base of operations is.
Can do. Is there anywhere I can find you guys normally?
Just
We have an agency headquarters.
yeah.
It's Rickon's apartment. So yeah.
Okay.
Well,
This
we should
guy's
not.
house.
Yeah, we should
no.
not give out that information.
just
I'm gonna use a I know a guy. As a
Actually, can I?
go ahead. Do the Dark Lanterns have like a mediary place?
Yeah, I was thinking like a mediary for.
safe house.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Um,
Dark Lantern call service. You call, we solve.
effectively, you can set up some kind of, at the very least, a quick means of contact. You know, she can at least send a message in some capacity to you. It might not be immediate, but fairly quickly, either through Bormar or, you know, through a trusted resource between one of
Can it
you.
be like the Get Smart thing of like a a telephone booth or whatever,
Definitely.
or like a toilet, and like you sink down to some office or whatever.
Definitely. So if there's nothing for Carvac, she will get back to you on where
It's just a call. It's just a shitty call center. At
that's
the
it. Wherever this base of operations is. And so then you are left in the alleyway to decide where you're going next. You are going to meet with Rickon to talk to get filled in on kind of what happened.
Yeah.
But go ahead, figure out what you're going to do next. I'm going to go Toilet Cat one final time, and then we should be wrapping up.
Ooh,
So,
What information did we gather?
that Garthax or whatever was sent to watch for like 2 years, watch some woman, and that was in a magic shop, presumably works at or owns the magic shop. I forget what part of the city Logan said, but it was like a building that had cat whiskers on it. And presumably that person, or some kind of whiskers on it, presumably that person is important to Ithranel somewhat for some reason. So we should definitely check that out.
Okay.
And that she was also going to figure out where, talk to some people and figure out where Ithranel's like base of operations is. Because I feel like if we can figure out who that woman is and tie her to Ithranel somehow and figure out who that is, that's a liability to Ithranel now. If we know what her deal is and what that person is to her, maybe that person knows something about her.
And Carvac is asking around for
Where the base of operations
Okay,
is.
cool.
But yeah. So while you guys catch up, what was the name that Rickon gave, the fake name?
Hobart Weston.
Oh, Mr. Weston. While you catch up, Mr. Weston. Oleg, might I trouble you for a ride?
Of course. Sure.
And and also, maybe I might need your gun as well if there's still somebody fucking rooting around my house.
I might have a spare somewhere.
It's I meant like I just need you to be there in case there's someone.
Oh
still
yes,
there.
I'm more than happy to shoot somebody. Yes.
Yes, thank you. And I also want to take a trip to the Sharn Inquisitive right after. After that. So unfortunately, I'm about to split the party, but this is important. It's what I would do.
Classic Jacob.
Before you go, I can check in on Yaman and Maria.
Yeah,
and
do
I'll
that for
just
me before
relay.
we leave.
Cool. I do that.
Nothing else has happened at the Damon residence. No other infiltrations, no other people sneaking around, nothing like that. Maria, on the other hand, mentions that Mona and her partner are leaving the coffee shop.
Yeah, I wanna get back. Tell them Marie to keep watching. I want to go back home before she gets there, so she doesn't freak the shit out.
Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and viewers on star. Aw.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you don't mind catching up, Mr. Weston, I need to borrow Oleg.
Alright.
Yeah, we can catch up, Mr. Weston, no problem.
Just send me a message or something, or crystal me whenever you guys do that. What time of day is it right now?
Mid to late afternoon. And you had agreed to meet at his penthouse. to
Okay.
get all caught up. So that way you have a private place to speak.
Is his penthouse like far away?
Lower Memphis, so kind of.
Okay, so we can just drop them off first, Oleg, and then go. If that's okay with you.
That sounds good.
Is the support group on the way? The Warforged support group.
You don't know? You just know it exists. You don't know the details of it.
Okay. Could I borrow the captain and then rendezvous at Mr. Weston's? I say to the group.
Ooh, double split the party.
So Varian's gonna be by himself
Varian,
after an attempted
Or Varian, if you'd
assassination.
like to
Cornelius
come
will go with Varian.
Yeah, look,
Okay.
I'll fly there. It'll be fine.
We'll take Cornelius with you.
Or if you'd
Hey,
like to
I'm
come with us-
Cornelius.
Hey.
I'll go with you.
Sounds good, kid.
Hey, Squinch, what do you think?
Hey, fuck you.
Good. Nice talking to you, Squinch. Sorry, Austin. So, Austin, don't watch the vlog.
So no watch the VOD. Cornelius' eyes go black. He kills Varian.
Oh my god.
Just one shots me.
Yeah, he's consumed by his warlock patron and come forth.
So yeah,
Cool. I'll leave the call.
it was nice playing with you.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So we'll do that. Split up 3 ways, like fools, and
Yeah.
waste a bunch of time.
Captain, would you like to accompany me?
I like the way you said that, but I'll do it anyways.
Cool.
Avast, would you like to accompany him?
Now that is what I want.
Would you
hear
like to
for.
go on a high seas adventure with Killian, your navigator?
You see, exactly. This is why Varian is my quartermaster, and Donovan is the gunner. Thank
I'm
you.
your navigator.
Quartermaster.
Can I fly
take it.
Spike? Or is he too big? Is that doable?
We can just. I assume Oleg can just drop you off.
Yes, I have card.
Yeah. But could I fly Spike?
You're kind
No.
of small. I don't think so. It'd be very slow moving
Okay.
and very low to the ground.
It'd be like the caterpillar in Bug's Life.
Yes.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Beautiful butterfly. Classic movie. So I'll leave it up to you guys.
Sherman's.
Exactly, that's the punchline. Sure.
We can either sort of do an expedited little quick scene to scene and just describe what happens, or we can save it and actually role play out these scenes next time.
I'm fine with either. I feel like maybe we should do the stuff that me and Oleg will check out, and then the thing that Varian and Cornelius will do. But I feel like that that Xavier and Alan will want to role play out going to therapy.
Be careful, Xavier. Alan's actually a therapist. He'll get to you.
So
Oh, wait,
so
I'm
maybe
thinking about this
save,
situ-
Maybe
He'll
he's-
get his guitar out and have you weeping.
Not like this.
maybe
Not
maybe
like
save
this.
that. Maybe save that part for next session. Because I feel like that will be good to watch.
That'll be the RP warm up for the session.
Yes. Spike, pretend you're in therapy. What would you say?
That's
If
what
your
we'll
character
do.
had an undiagnosed psychological issue, what would it be?
Unless Xavier and Alan don't want to do that. We don't have to.
I'm kind of down for whatever. It's up to Alan.
I would say let's save that for
Okay.
next time because I feel like that'll be good. But the other stuff we can get
It's
through
not
very quickly.
therapy. It's a support group.
The way I'm treating this whole situation is just like, you know, like we like take your pet to the vet, but you don't say the word vet. You're like, we're going to the park today.
That's
Like, come
exactly
on,
what
go
I'm
to the car."
thinking. Yeah, absolutely.
You want to go for a ride, buddy?
Want to go
My
out?
cat goes, no, I actually don't.
No thanks. So expedited stuff. Donovan, Oleg, as you are getting closer to the Damon residence killing, you get a message from Maria saying that, because by the time everyone gets dropped off, Mona and her boyfriend have arrived back at the Damon residence and go inside together, home alone.
Do we get there?
Yeah, you eventually get there.
Okay. When I go in, front door has like, I have a perfect image of what it looked like when I left. What has been moved?
Make an investigation check.
With pleasure. That's 22. Rolled a 10.
The main things that have been moved are things of storage. Bookshelves, drawers, cabinets, closets have been rifled through. You would also probably notice that any kind of journals or papers lying around have also been pilfered through and moved around out of place.
So it was like I assumed. They were looking for my notes on something.
Yeah.
Cool. Any bombs?
No bombs. Mona's door is closed.
I leave it that way.
Sounds good.
That's a whole can of worms that neither Jacob nor Donovan wants to open. I look at Oleg and I go, let's go. And I say in a hushed tone. And I leave. And I also wanted to go, I also wanted to, like, while we have the time, go to the Sharn Inquisitive, and I wanted to see if Barb was there, and I wanted to figure out how she got the answers. She got that article out before something happened.
She is not there.
I asked Creamer where she is.
Creamer's
No, Cream, tell me, where is she?
the best informant ever. Creamer said that she left work early because she had some kind of event. She came in to write a little bit in the morning and then hit the bricks at about 1 or 2 o'clock. Some bigwig event up in the upper city.
So she went to that party that we didn't go to.
Quite possibly.
Okay. And how long is that party going on?
You do not know.
Okay, and all right. I want to ask my boss like why that got top billing when it wasn't supposed to, because like I feel like that's a. I'll ask in like a nice way because I'm not super pressed about it. But it's more of a curiosity thing. What does J. Jonah Jameson have to say?
He says it's a private matter. He's very evasive about the questioning.
I look at him and I go, that was what we do here is we let the truth out. What kind of private matter is this? You can tell me. I've worked here a while.
I can't. It's a higher than me kind of private matter.
How wise do I think my boss is?
Pretty wise. And
Like, okay,
good.
no, that's it.
Oh, I was gonna say, and the vibes you're getting from him, it's not that he's acting suspicious or being cagey. It's like he has orders of like, so he seems to be telling the truth when he says it's something higher than me, kind of thing. Like when a manager makes changes around like your job, but it's because corporate told them so. And they can't talk bad about corporate.
Do I see anything around the room, any like memos that he would have written that say like that indicate anything about what he could be referring to?
make a very psych-esque perception check. Take stock of what's in the room.
Nat 20.
I'm getting a reading.
Yeah, fingers up to temple. You see all the memos stuck to his desk and in the trash can all crumpled up. Most are his own little writings or memos from around the office. But you do notice that there is an envelope torn open, laying on the desk with a piece of paper sitting next to it. You catch the date on the envelope. It's the date of today, and same on the letter next to it. And you see that it's on like Sharn Inquisitive, like fancy letterhead, which means it is big dog stuff. You can't, of course, make out what it reads from here, but there has been some orders given, essentially.
I walk over and like on his side of the desk, and I just put my hand on his shoulder and put my hand on the desk, and does he smoke?
Oh, definitely.
Can I ask? Okay. I just I do that thing. I pop like take a carton of cigarettes and pop one out, hand one to him. I go, no hard feelings here. Let me light this for you. And I do so, and as I'm lighting it and like sparking it, trying to get it to work, I use my telekinesis mage hand to slip that piece of paper into my pocket.
Make either a sleight of hand or stealth check.
Pretty good. Let's see, they're both the same. 24?
It's yours.
Nice. And I do that and I go, hey, that's the biz. Gotta sell what prints, am I right?
You know that's true.
Print what sells. Sorry, other way around.
Knew what you meant. Okay. So anything else from you, Donovan?
I assume Oleg was like waiting for me outside or like waiting. I just imagine Oleg sitting there like staring at Creeper like, what are you? I walk out and just kind of get Oleg to join me and I go, might have something interesting. Let's get the fuck out of here and find the others.
So Killian, Captain Ironbeard, you're doing a thing that we will talk about next time. Varian, in the meantime, you pop on over to Rick and Greycastle's place. By this point, it's getting close to dinner, so he's having unseen servants and such whip up a meal and drinks and everything. Do you want to tell him and break down what's been going on to him in the meantime, or wait until everyone's there?
I'll start filling him in.
Right.
Cool. Yeah, do I get the sense that there's anything in this story I should withhold? Or is he pretty much down for anything?
He seems pretty much down for anything. He loves a good story.
Cool. Then I tell him the whole shebang.
Whole shebang. Now, this is a very
and that's pretty much it. So
this is a very tainted question. Do you mention the death knell thing?
Like the fact that she goes by Death Knell?
Yeah.
I don't know any reason why Varian wouldn't mention it, so sure.
When you drop that horrible alias, Rickon's face goes stone and looks at you. Death knell?
Yep. Pretty bad, right?
He doesn't take his cane. He stands up from his desk and hobbles through his penthouse, mumbling to himself angrily. pulling books off the shelf. He walks back
Wait.
in.
Everything
Yes.
quite all right.
Grabs a piece of paper and hobbles back in and slams it down on the table. And it seems to be a threatening letter. You can immediately tell that it's written in beautiful calligraphy and it's signed Death Knell. It's an old letter, like maybe 200
Whoa.
years old.
Hey, is Rickon? He's a human, right?
He's a half-elf.
He's a half elf. Okay, and an old one. At that.
Old
okay.
one at that. And he says, Death Knell is the one who ruined my career. Outed my relationship to the Sharn. What? It smacks his hand down. And that's where we'll stop with that little bit of a cliffhanger.
Ah,
I want to know what's in
Oh,
that letter.
Yeah.
fucking called it. Oh, that's awesome.
You called it, Carson? What?
Yeah, just seconds earlier, I was just like, oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah, so for people who watch the VOD and may have missed this way early on in the campaign, something that, like, I don't even know if has appeared on screen, is that, Rickon had a major downfall in his career. He was Sherlock Holmes, he was a celebrity, and his career was ruined because he was in a relationship with someone in the Boromar clan, and it was a super big secret, no one ever found out, but apparently someone did and ratted him out, and his career crumbled, and apparently it was Ithranel all those years ago who did it.
See, back then, I knew, I was just like, Logan's gonna introduce an NPC named Ithranel Donna. She's gonna
I called
betray
it!
us. She's gonna be the one.
Oh, man.
I want to know what's
He's
on
gonna
the
be a
letter,
shitty
or I
moniker.
forget that I stole it.
I'll make a note. I'm making a note. But yes, we will do that. You'll have a nice little pretty handout. There'll be a nice little pretty handout for this letter that Rickon has held on to for all these years. And then we'll do some therapy roleplaying.
How well did my boss roll on that like perception check to see me steal that? Was it close?
No.
Woo! I rolled really well on that. I was very afraid. I looked and I was like, oh wait, my sleight of hand is like 5.
He's a fairly normal guy. A little more perceptive and insightful than others, but not that much.
Okay, well. Excellent.
Woo!
Good work, everyone.
Yes.
I'm glad you that fucking Xavier out here stabbing people.
That's
That was such an unhinged turn. I loved it.
He's a pirate, alright?
Yeah.
Chaos.
Just as a
Pure
note,
chaos.
next downtime we have, I'm giving you a fucking hook. Unless
Please
we,
do it.
That's his
Actually-
hexblade weapon is a hook.
truly,
Making a hook.
my character is like split between giving you a hook and giving you therapy.
Why not both?
Because
It'll make me a stronger pirate.
Yeah, here's your therapy hook.
yeah, I don't know if I'm trying to get you.
I
away
understand
from
myself emotionally, and now I am the most feared pirate.
Yeah.
Nothing is scarier than an emotionally stable pirate.
I'm self-actualized.
Aren't you going to therapy?
The real treasure is yourself.
I love this new character of therapy pirate. It's
Rest and recuperation.
The real booty was self-care.
It's gonna be great.
So fucking stupid. Well, thank you everyone.
Oh my god.
Thank you everyone for tuning in, because this was a very late stream, hectic stream, but lots of fun still. Let's make on Wednesday all the normal stuff. Me too, Travis. Wednesday, new Let's Make stream. Friday,
What's happening on Friday?
Yeah! Friday is the very first date night stream. My partner Rachel and I, Meep Morp, we'll be playing the very cute, very easy to pick up and play tabletop RPG called Cats of Cthulhu. It is a game where you play cats, Not special cats. Literally regular cats who can't talk and can't pick up stuff with their paws. Solving eldritch mysteries because ancient cat deities are coming back. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, so excited. So that's the first maiden stream. Very pumped.
Now, is this like set in like a version of our world, or is this a version of the world populated only by cats?
No, it's a version of our world. And so one of the mechanics that kind of plays on that is you get treats, and treats are essentially points of inspiration where they let you change how you roll. And if you don't have any treats, there's a mechanic that if you can get a human to pet you exactly 3 times, you get a treat.
All right.
You just have to get some good pets, some good scritches, and then you get treats. It's very
Does
fun.
catnip have a role in this?
Catnip? No.
The
I don't
LSD
believe
of
so.
cats.
No, I don't believe it does.
It makes you more powerful, but also more susceptible to the eldritch.
There is a mechanic called Blaze of Glory, where you immediately die. Like, done. You die, but you accomplish whatever you're doing in the most dramatic way possible.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
It's very good.
Just like use it on like a super mundane task.
Trying to get a door open.
I just feel like, I don't know why, like Angel doing like being a cat. Using,
Yeah,
like,
Angel would be a good cat.
5 inspiration points and failing, and then just doubling down and being like, I'm
Blaze
just
of
gonna
Glory.
die.
Yeah. So yes,
Absolutely.
that is Friday night. You can see stuff about that on my Twitch panels, and then next week, normal, same old stuff. It's so hot. I'm so tired. I can't do any more things. So, same Sharn time, same Sharn place.
Hey.
It's so low energy.